What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am finally here to bring you guys a haul for all of my December purchases. As I said in my low buy year intro, which I will of course have linked down below, every month this year I'm going to be bringing you guys a haul where not only am I showing you guys the items that I picked up, but we also talk about the amount of money that I spent in beauty for the month. If you did not know, I've put myself as a budget of $100 per month in beauty, and although this may be big or small to some people, it's going to be challenging for me to really keep that in as a budget. And just to make sure you guys know, this is including tax and shipping for any items that I get shipped to myself. So if you are interested, let's get into it. Okay guys, so this is going to be honestly, hopefully a very short video. First order that I made for the month of December was to Glamlight. I ended up making an order quite late in the tween hours. I stay up really late. It takes me a long time to shut down. Anyways, I got these items, but I still feel like I did really good in curating the items that I picked up. So I've only used one of the three items. So let's start with that one. And it is the Friday the 13th eyeshadow palette. Now, this packaging is really nice. I like that they kept with the theme, they kept with the aesthetic, and they went for it. I also really like that it's a small packaging. So when I'm throwing this away, I don't feel as though I'm really wasting as much as I felt in the past with Glamlight's items. Now, for me personally, when it comes to Glamlight, I've not always liked all of the formulas and all of the color schemes that I've picked up. So I haven't really picked up a lot in the past couple of years. But I decided to pick this palette up. Like I said, the Friday the 13th palette. It does, of course, have a mirror. And this was the one palette out of all of their kind of Halloween palettes that I liked the color scheme. I liked that you had a variety of different colors, even though they were all very, very dark. I just like the variety of colors. Now, I did do a tutorial with this palette very recently in my latest new makeup releases, and I will have that link down below for you guys so you guys can see me testing this palette out. What I will say is I feel as though maybe my technique with some of these shades just wasn't the best. I found that I wasn't really able to get a true green in my eye look. Like, you could see that it blended well and there was opacity, but the color of green, I don't think you could really look at my eyeshadow and say you're wearing green eyeshadow. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to take some more time to get to know this palette. I've only used it once, but I am happy that I've at least used it once. And I was sick, so that's another reason why some of this stuff was delayed in use. As for the one cheek product that I got, I honestly forgot that I picked this up, or I would have used this in that new makeup releases as well. I am still very much excited to try this out. I have one other Glamlight face palette and I love that palette. This is the Garfield one. This is a trio of colors, so 2 blushes and 1 highlighter. I think that I'm going to get so much use out of these, and because of how much I loved the formula in the previous Glamlight face palette, that's why I wanted to pick this up. I just really like their formula, and I like Garfield. I like the packaging. I think it's really cool. There is some bubbled kind of slight 3D here with the actual Garfield on the cover. I really, really like this so far. Like I said, I haven't used it, but I'm sure the next time I sit down to put on makeup, which will be tomorrow, I will reach for this, and hopefully I will have a little kind of editor's note on the screen whether I really enjoyed the quality and if I felt like the quality was the same. As always though, I will be doing a roundup with all of these items and items that I've had waiting to be reviewed all since the end of last year, so do not worry about that. If you want a full-on review, just stay tuned. The last thing I picked up from Glamlight in this order was the Friday the 13th candle. A lot of people were raving about this candle, and so I wanted to go ahead and pick it up. And I think it smells interesting. Definitely not what I was expecting at all. on the cold kind of sniff. I have not actually lit this, as you can tell, but this will be the next candle that I light. I do go through candles quite decently quickly, about easily like 2 to 3 a month, so I definitely see me getting some use out of this in the upcoming month. But yeah, I'm just excited to have tried all of these items. I feel like I got them all for a very reasonable price. And yeah, so the price of that Glamlight order was $45.19. All of the items that I picked up were on some form of sale, and like I said, this is, I think, maybe the second order that I made from Glamlight last year. And for me, I was able to really kind of curate the products that I wanted to try. There is one more item that I would have liked to have tried last year. It was just out of stock, and that's the Rick and Morty palette. A lot of people say that is their favorite palette from the brand, and I would have just liked to have tried that. Maybe this year I will be able to fit that into my budget. But so far, these are the 3 items that I will be testing out from the brand, and I'm very excited to get some more opinions about them. Now, I only made one other beauty order in the month of December, and technically it wasn't one order, but I only purchased from one other location, and that was Bath and Body Works. If you did not know, every like 6 months or so, Bath and Body Works is semi-annual sale where they put quite a lot of things, if not everything, in their store at one point or another on sale. Very discounted. You can get things for $2, $3, $5.95, etc. So I ended up going in store. I do have a vlog on that, so I'm not going to actually showcase the items that I picked up and what I saw, but I will have that vlog linked down below. Now, in the midst of that vlog, I told you guys that I really wanted to pick up this one particular candle holder. This was the candle holder I really, really liked. I honestly liked that more than the one that I previously got last year. And so that drastically affected my total. So I ended up spending between, I think I went to 3 stores at the day that I filmed for Bath and Body Works. I only made 2 orders though, and I ended up spending $89.56. So adding that up with my one Glamlight order, I spent a total of $134.75 in the month of December on beauty. Now, if you know me, for my birthday month, for a category of purchasing that I have historically spent easily 5 times that in the month, I am very happy. I'm very happy with those numbers. And I feel comfortable with it. I was able to get the content that I wanted out to you guys. I was going through a lot personally. I still kind of am. I'm sick right now, so I'm glad I didn't buy too much in December, because I really wouldn't have been able to touch it in January, because I've been sick for about a week in the month. I still have stuff from Yes Style that I picked up, I want to say in November, that I still haven't been able to try out. There's just so much already that I have still waiting to be tested out and further than that reviewed, that I'm glad that I really stuck to my guns. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Although, yes, I busted my budget this month, I still am very, very happy at the end of the day with the numbers that I made for December 2023, because that's a first. That's a first for me, outside of a full-on no buy, that I've been able to spend so little in my birthday month. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Very sweet and short and to the point. I hope that going forward I will do even better on my budget and actually not bust it. But if I do, I just hope to continue to do better, get closer to hitting my goal of my budget. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.